is far more than just a meal. It's a complex social battlefield. So, in a Korean office, when you hear this question, what should we eat today? Well, that isn't just a simple question. Oh no. It's basically the starting pistol for a daily mission, a high-stakes negotiation that can honestly make or break the rest of the afternoon. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to break this whole thing down into 4 key stages. First up, the great lunch debate. Then, the need for speed. After that, we'll get into the new rules and new meals. And we'll wrap it up with the post-lunch ritual. It all starts well before noon. We're talking around 11:30 a.m. You can literally feel this tension start to build in the office air as everyone tries to figure out that one single crucial question. This is when the subtle dance of suggestion kicks off. The company messenger apps light up with these gentle probes. You know, things like, hey, it's a little gloomy today. How about some nice hot noodle soup? Now, what's fascinating here is that just choosing a menu requires this incredibly important social skill called Nunchi. It's the art of reading the room. You have to somehow balance your boss's well-known love for spicy food with your team's craving for something, a bit milder. It's a real skill. All right, moving on. Once a decision is finally made, everything happens with incredible speed. We're talking about the Korean speed lunch. So get this. 15 minutes. That's how long it takes, on average, for office workers to finish their meal once it hits the table. If you're not from Korea, this is just mind-blowing. A whole hot meal gone in 15 minutes. But listen, it's not about being rude. It's all about efficiency. It's about getting on to the next, just as important part of the lunch hour. So how on earth is this speed even possible? Well, you can thank the holy trinity of lunch. These are the classic, fail-safe dishes that most restaurants have ready to fly out of the kitchen. You've got your kimchi stew, spicy pork, and pork cutlet. They are the absolute soul food of the Korean office work. But, the whole landscape of the office lunch is changing, and it's changing fast. Rise in costs and a new generation's values are basically rewriting all the old rules. Yeah, a huge factor here is lunchflation. You guessed it, that's inflation hitting the price of your midday meal. All of a sudden, even that trusty kimchi stew is starting to cost more than people want to pay every day. So they're forced to look for more affordable options. And this right here perfectly illustrates the modern solution. And we're not talking about some sad desk salad. We are talking about sophisticated multi-course meals from the local convenience store. They're called Dosirak. I mean, look at these. These are not your average convenience store meals. They're complete, they're balanced, and they offer incredible variety. You can get anything from traditional marinated beef to a full-on Hamburg steak platter. Now, this shift to save money is happening right alongside a massive cultural shift. The old rules, like everyone eating together, the senior person paying, that's being replaced by a fierce kind of individualism. Now, paying your own way and eating alone are the new norms. In fact, there's a word for it, Honbab, which means eating alone. It used to be seen as a little sad, but now it's considered a healthy, totally normal choice. It's almost become a protected right to use your break for some genuine rest and personal time. So the meal's over in a record 15 minutes, but the lunch hour is far from finished. In fact, now comes maybe the most sacred part of the entire routine. What is it? It's coffee, but not just any coffee. We're talking an iced Americano. This ritual is so deeply ingrained, it has its own slang term, Eol-juk-ah. It's an acronym that basically means, I'll drink an iced Americano even if I freeze to death. Now that's commitment. Trend. It's called God Sang, which literally means God life, and it's challenging this whole routine. This is a lifestyle where people are skipping the social stuff entirely to work out, to study, or even just to grab a power nap. Every moment is optimized for self-improvement. So, all this leaves us with one final thought. In modern Korea, with this super structured, strategic, and constantly changing hour, what does it really represent? Is it a genuine break from the job? Or has the lunch hour itself become just a different kind of work? Something to think about.